Hey guys, WildTracker here, and welcome to another episode here on the WildCraft server. Good to see you all. How are you guys? As you can see, I'm in the jungle. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I've come back, and let's see if I can bring this up. There's my map. Let's just change view and bring that on, I guess. F5 mode, not working. There we go. Woohoo! It's alright, I know how to do Minecraft, don't panic. So, as you can see, I've come back to this jungle area and I've done a lot more exploring of the area. And I've just, even though I found some other lakes, and there's a nice lake further on down to the south of where I am, I just love this area. I mean, look at it. It is... I just think about it. Something very magical about it. It's going to be my forest oasis. I think that's what we're going to do. There's a mine over there by the looks of it. Certainly a way to get underground, so we'll probably explore that. We've got lots of islands that come round here. Got islands underneath us. We've got this lake that goes all the way over there. Nice tall area. More lake going back over there with lots of land and islands off it. So I'm going to kind of do this, and I think there's even more lake over that way. Yep, there is more lake behind there. So huge area to actually build a base in amongst the trees. Now spawn is that way. Yeah, so what I'm probably going to do is not build a portal here. That's one of the first things I'm not going to do, is build a portal here. I want people to experience, if they come to visit my base, this jungle. So what I am going to do is build a path that goes in that kind of direction, because I know that's where I first came into the jungle. There's some extreme hills over that way to the right a bit, so, and then it's just jungle that way. So if I can just come to the bottom of those extreme hills, it brings us on the plain, and it means we can either come over here by horse quite quickly, or what I might do is put a portal at the edge of the jungle and then put some stables with some horses in, so people can bring the horses on a footpath. And I'm probably going to go with a similar design that I've done at my spawn house, where yeah, I basically got that sort of mixture of the new dirt path, gravel, and you know, a sort of a rustic path going through the jungle, so to speak. So that's what I'm going to do. I've modified this tree a little bit. You see, I've taken the leaves off of it. It's only one leaf high, and I've actually replaced these leaves, so these leaves are now there permanently, even if I chop the tree down, which I'm not going to. And I've made myself a little way up here, and what I've actually done is this tree was a bit destroyed, so I've added new vines to it and that sort of thing. So as you can see, we're on a bit of an island here. So what I'm probably going to do is clear this island completely. In fact, I might clear all the islands of all vegetation and all trees, and then I may put the trees back around buildings that I put on it, just so I can see what the islands are doing. Or I might just remove the vegetation and leave the trees, again, just so I can see the islands and see what room. This tree here, this is going to be my special tree. As you can see at the back there, actually, there's still some tree missing from there. So have we got some more wood? Yeah, so we might just go and fix that. So this is my special tree, and what I'm going to do is actually build this tree into like a viewing platform, I guess. So this is going to enable me, it's like a lookout tree house, but I'm not sure. My idea is that I might put this tree house as oh, there's a bunny in the tree. I might put this tree house as normal leaf top like I've got, but perhaps extend it. Failed at that. I think I'll have to break the vines. I was trying not to break the vines there, but I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, so basically have a lookout which might consist of normal leaves, which we've got already, or I might actually convert it into glass leaves. So that's one of the other options as well, is to actually convert it into glass leaves. And it's starting to get dark here, and that nearly killed me because I haven't got my armor on, have I? So just light this up a little bit, and probably get my armor on would be a good idea, so I don't die. That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Yes. Okay, so we'll light this little island up. So we'll make this a viewing platform. We'll make this an area where we can see everything. and people can come and have a good look around. More bunnies over there, which is really cool. I did see some ocelots earlier on, so maybe we can get some cat friends. That would be really good. So yeah, that's basically the tree. So what I might do is I've built this up in the middle here. So what I might do is I could take this out and use perhaps a dark green glass. We've got some cactus now, so I could put a dark green glass base and then a green window panes going around it, and then that in itself means we can look down, we can look out, and then a glass roof. So we might make this a sort of a glass treetop, or we could use leaves as the roof because we don't really need to look up, do we? So yeah, but put this artificial trunk in the middle here as well, because that'll give us sort of a centre thing, and we can put torches on it and things like that. So I think that's what I might do is my lookout town. One of the first things, just so I've got a place I can come to and I can start seeing things as they develop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till it gets light, because I don't have a bed on me, and then I'm going to adventure over that way and see if I can't sort of find a natural route through the forest or through the jungle, lay some torches down as a trail, and then I'll probably build that path coming back, because what I'll need to do is get my horse here. The wild tracker horse died, unfortunately. I shot it with an arrow, so during my adventures, but yeah, hopefully we'll get some more horses, and we can then come backwards and forwards then, bring in the materials we need to start building this. But again, I think I'm going to use natural materials. I'm going to try and not do too much stone stuff and new block stuff. I think we're in a jungle. We should use the natural materials of the jungle. So, but yeah, we'll see how it goes, see how it develops. It just gives me another project to be working on the other side, the sort of the spawn projects that we're going to do. So yeah, so I'm going to find my way out of here once it's light, and I'll probably see you back over on the other side of the jungle. Ooh, yes, look at all that loot. So as you can see, I stopped to do a little bit of mining because things like my helmet was about to die, and various other bits I need to repair. So we've got 53 diamonds now. We've got almost 4 stacks of iron. This is all new stuff, by the way. 4 stacks of lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, a little bit more, a little bit of gold, not much gold down there, lots of redstone, lots of coal, which is really good because coal's good for trading with the villagers as well. So I'm always getting as much coal as I can, but I've got a couple of things I want to do, as well as doing some repairs. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some iron and make some shears, and then I'm going to make those shears silk touch and make them unbreaking as well. So there we go, we've got some silk touch shears, which is really cool. The other thing I want to do is we've got this map which obviously shows where my base will be in terms of in the middle of the jungle, but what I need to do is leave this copy of the map at spawn. So what I'm going to do is make another copy of it. So I've got myself somewhere a compass, there we go, and maybe it was that map. Was it that map? No, it was that map there, yeah. So the other map I think is the other side. Yeah, so I'm going to drop these, or I'm going to go and get some paper, because I've got a compass. I'm going to put some paper around it to make a map, and then we can copy that map. Okay, so we're going to make a simple map, and that's just putting a compass around the paper. But what we should be able to do is find an anvil. Have I got enough in there? Yeah, I can make an anvil. Let's make an anvil. Let's put some of these back in here. Too much stuff in my inventory. Too much stuff. Let's see. Anvil. How do we make an anvil? Have I not got any normal? Yes, I have. Okay. Let's do that again. So let's see, anvil and iron blocks. And put that there. And then that can go there, was it? Is that where we had it? Is that where we want it? Yeah, I think that's good enough. Anvil there. Let's pick some of this stuff up. Put some of it back. What else did we have here? Iron. That can go back in there, and the iron can go back in there. That's the important things. And get rid of that paper. Get rid of that sugar cane. Okay, so that's good. So what we should be able to do is take this map, and it's a southeast map, isn't it? Let's just double check. Yeah, so it's a southeast map. So what we do is we take that map, and if we... No, we don't need to do that, do we? It's in the crafting table, isn't it? So take the southeast map, put it in the crafting table, put that in the crafting table, and we get 2 southeast maps in return. Yeah, so so now we've got 2 identical maps, which basically means that when we go and update one of the maps, in fact we've got 3 identical maps now. When we go and update one of the maps, the other 2 will automatically update as well, because they are copies of that map. And as you can see, that's what happened with all my exploring in the jungle area there. This map is automatically updated, and we can now put these maps in here. So one can go in there. I don't need the other map. So we've got northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, and then I've got my copy of that map, which is absolutely fine. And let's just get rid of that there. Put those in that. It's my coarse dirt I'm using, but doesn't really matter too much. So that bit's done. That's excellent. And what we're going to do now is probably get ourselves ready to go on a little adventure. As you know, I marked all that way out of the forest, and what I want to do is actually get the path down, because then I can actually mark it on the map as well. And I found, when I was clearing it out, I found a abandoned mine shaft very close to the surface, which is really cool because it means we can go and explore that. And I want to get some cobwebs because I've got an idea for parts of the path. And what have I got with me? Well, I've got coarse dirt, so that's a new dirt which we've mixed with gravel. We've got gravel, we've got andesite, and we've got cobblestone steps and slabs, and also oak wood slabs. So we're going to use those for our path making. And what it should do is actually make the path appear on the map as well. And I've got a bit more coarse dirt in here, as you can see. So that's really good. Got myself a bed to take over there. I've got plenty of torches, and I've got some spruce trees. Because what I'm going to do, I've got these spruce fences, and what I want to do is basically a bit like I've got in my area over here. In fact, it's probably the easiest way to show. I'm going to use these spruce fences because I think they're a nice colour. And they're going to, just like we have here, we're going to have a path going through the jungle with these sort of lights, which is kind of a nice jungly type light, isn't it? So that's what we're going to use over there. So we should be doing that shortly. What I do want to do, though, first of all, is just check on all my villagers, and then we're set to go. So I've decided that I've come back over here. I've dropped off some of the bits and pieces I was carrying, but I've still got some more to bring over. So I thought I would get my portal, this part here, set up. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to set the portal here, and basically we are going to, I've got that on me anyway, we're basically going to go into the nether, and then hopefully we'll sort of check where the portal is, and then it will be enough, he says, hopefully, that we can break it. We can then climb up to the ceiling, which is where the rest of the stuff is, and then we can sort of move the portal around basically, so it's in the ceiling, and we can make a nice path back then to the main portal. So we've only got 3 obby there, you see. Actually, I will take those with me. I've got that Got my picks. I've got some cobble just in case we come out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, so I think all we got to do really is ignite that portal and go in and see where it comes out. And then we've got to really climb up to the roof as well. So let's go and have a look, shall we? Let's be armed with cobble, or there we go. Let's go and have a look. And we're facing east. I've got the coordinates, so I know roughly where I've got to reset the portal up when it gets to the other side. Okay, that's good. Oh, look at that. No, I'm with somebody else's portal. Dang it! Okay, that's no good because I've got no portal now to break. This is possibly Reese's portal. If I go in here now, am I going to come out in Reese's base? Yeah. Okay, so even though Reese's base is quite far away from mine, it's still come out. And I should probably still come out in his portal, which I do. Okay, well that's not so bad. I've got a lit portal. It just means I've got to go and get some more obby. And then I've got to basically find my way through the nether to the coordinates that I want to place the portal. And yeah, that'll then get set up. So, right, where did I find my way over it? So it's all left here, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to head back, get some more obby, and I'll join you back in the nether in a minute. Okay, so that way down there is Reese's portal we came out in a few seconds ago. That is the spawn portal, and what I've done is basically worked out the coordinates for where we did the portal in the overworld, divided those coordinates by 8, and that gives us where the coordinates are in the nether. So I've put a portal in place, and basically this block here is 44 by 100, which basically is you know, sort of the divided by 8 for the rest of the sort of the overworld, which was 352 by 800 or something like that. So we're going to light that, and in theory when I go through it I shall come out in the portal by the jungle, he says confidently. Yay! And there it is. So that was that block there. So what we could do is actually make this portal one wider. So we'll make it a 3 by 3, exactly like the one in the nether as well. So that's 3 there. So what we need to do is break this, which will mean it'll go out. But that's okay. But we'll have a nice 3 by 3 portal then, which I do prefer to have those rather than the tall ones. And then all we need to do is place that bit in there, and then light it up again, and just double check that we go through into the right place, he says confidently. There we are. So yeah, that seems to work. That brings us back out where we want to go. So it just makes it a bit quicker and easier for me to get back home. And what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to make this like a bit of an oasis here with this river or water, and then this is where the path takes you along. In fact, let's just do that, shall we? We've got a horse here. Let's not catch him on fire. Let's take a little journey because you guys haven't seen this yet. We could probably sleep beforehand. This horse is not a jumper. Gonna have to get another horse. Just shame about my other one dying, or rather me killing my other one. So it's yeah, it's no, can't get out of there at all. Gonna have to break that. There we go. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do actually is sleep first of all, if I can, without a mob nearby. There we go, and we can get on a horse. You can see what I've done here is I've built a little pathway through the water, and going this way, which is the way back to spawn, I've built these, and I've cut my way through here, so there's a path going across that way, and I'll probably just sort of make some kind of signs so people can find my base on the horse if they want to, and then the alternative is they come through the nether, and then they can come back this way. So I've not tried this on the horse yet, I've only walked it, so hopefully it all works. And where have we got to here? let's just step off the horse a second. Don't you disappear though. I want to show you guys this, because this was the this little cave that I saw. I thought, oh, I'll just light this up. Came down, got as far as here. As you can see, abandoned mine shaft. So we'll go exploring that. And maybe we'll do that together. I don't know yet. Depends on what you guys want. I don't know if you like watching me do mining and exploring and those sort of things, but I always find those fun. Bit of lag there. So let's carry on our little journey on our horse. There we go. So carrying this way. I want to make this into a feature tree as well. So I'm going to build that up a little bit more in terms of a tree to go through. It kind of signifies you're coming into the jungle area. And then the reason I wanted the silk touch shears, because in a moment we'll be going through an area that I thought would look really cool to sort of almost do out cobwebby, and that's this area here. So we kind of come into this sort of hidden valley kind of thing. We go up these steps, and I thought this would be really cool to deck out all sort of spider webs and creepy and that kind of thing. So I don't know about you, I always remember the old Tarzan films, and they always used to have these silly giant spiders with webs in those. Yeah, so I always seem to remember those as a kid, so I think it'd be quite to sort of go along with that myth of giant spiders in the jungle. And here we are at our base. So, and again we can go across this bit here and bring our horse, and then it's the second tree is our tree there. So that's really cool. So yeah. Well guys, we're kind of set up here in the jungle, and yeah, we've got this tree sorted out now, and yeah, I think it's alright. It gives us a bit of shelter up here. It looks like a tree from the ground. You've got a bit of glass to stand on, so the sun is setting. I've cleared this island out over here, so yeah, that's the only bit of clearing out I've done. And I've also had a little look down what was the mine shaft over there, and that turns out to be quite good. It was just a hole in the ground, went all the way down, but I extended it down to diamond level. But before I hit diamond level, I hit a abandoned mine shaft, so that's pretty cool. Got the stairs all the way down to diamond level, and that's even better, because what actually happened then was we found diamonds. Yeah, so ooh, I didn't do that. Wasn't me. So yeah, pretty cool. We found some diamonds, so that's pretty good. We're not going to explore that just yet though. I've set up the base. I've kind of set it up ready to do some exploring, so I thought I'd do a bit of that with you guys, but just really set up a base ready so I can do that. And yeah, that's all good. So I'd just like to say thanks for watching guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We are set up here in the jungle, although we'll probably head back to spawn and do some more stuff over there, but it just gives us another project to be working on over here. So if you've got ideas for what you want me to be doing here in the jungle base, let me know. I want to probably build my storage area probably on the island I've cleared, because it kind of makes sense that if I've got a mine shaft down there and that's the top of the mine shaft, a lot of my stuff is going to come from there and it can get stored over there, so that's pretty good. We've got the pathway behind us back to spawn, but we've got all these other areas as well. So if you've got ideas for my jungle base, please do let me know in the comments. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Please, if you've enjoyed it, click on like. It's really helpful if you do. And also, if you're not already, then do subscribe so you can see more of our videos as they come out. Thanks for joining me on the WildCraft server, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye guys. Bye-bye. Bye.